Howdy folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the ThunderCats Classic Tygra action figure by Bandai. This set was first released in 2011, shortly after the premiere of the revival of the ThunderCats animated series. This set I found at a Walmart and was selling for $16.97. Now, when it comes to the heroes, Tygra is my favorite of the group, so I'm kind of excited to get this guy out of the package. And taking a look at the figure in the package, you can see Tygra there. It comes with a few accessories, an extra hand, the bolo whip that's in retracted form, and one of two pieces of the bolo whip in extended form. And you can see here the figure has 18 points of articulation based on the description, but I believe there's actually more on here. I'm not sure where they got the 18 from. It's a nice piece of artwork there of Tygra. And we have here the back of the package, and got the nice logo there of ThunderCats Classic. A very brief description of the 1980s animated series, and in several different languages. You get a nice picture of Tygra there, another Tygra pose there, and some of the accessories. And down below we have other figures from this different lines. We have here Lion-O and Tygra from the 8-inch series. And we have here Lion-O, Panthro, and Mumra from the 6-inch line. This is the revival of the ThunderCats series. We'll be right back and have Tygra here out of the package. Okay, we're back and we have Tygra out of the package, and this is a really nice figure. It's not just my bias, because he is my favorite of the heroes, but it's just a really nice articulated figure with some cool accessories. There are a few issues with the figure, and we'll get into that in a little bit, but first I want to go over the packaging. I didn't go over the packaging with the Lion-O figure, but the packaging on these classics lines is actually pretty neat. And once you get the figure out of the packaging, you have this inner backing card of the nice ThunderCats logo, and it's actually kind of cool. And I just wanted to share with everyone how cool this is. And of course, you got all the nice artwork and pictures on there. But I just really love that inner logo there. It's very, very nice. Now, going over some of the accessories that come with the figure. Of course, we have here the Bandai instruction guide here. They like to do this with most of their figures. I noticed with the Power Rangers and with the ThunderCats, they always include this visual guide of how to use all of the accessories and the features on here. That's kind of cool. The figure did come with one alternate hand. I wish they came with two, and we'll go over that in a little bit. But the alternate hand was the hand I have on the figure now, which is the grasping hand for the bolo whip on there. And the standard hands are basically half opened palms on there for posability. So that's actually kind of neat. I wish they had included two grasping hands because the features of the next accessory, the bolo whip, and it's kind of cool. They included basically 3 pieces or 4 pieces of the bolo whip here to really customize the different configurations of this bolo whip. It's actually kind of neat. We have here the I guess fully retracted bolo whip there. It's actually kind of cool. And then you have the fully extended bolo whip on here. And what's kind of cool about this is that the fully extended bolo whip comes apart here via peg and peg hole into basically 2 separate pieces. So you can really have up to 4 different configurations of this bolo whip. You have the fully retracted bolo whip, and this the bolo here is actually removable at the top. So you can actually construct 2 midway extended bolo whips on there if you wanted to. So that's kind of cool. So you have configurations 2 and 3, and of course you have the fully extended bolo whip here. So that's the 4th configuration. But with configurations 2 and 3, it would have been cool if they included an extra grasping hand. If you could have basically, there we go, we could have Tygra dual wielding bolo whips, and that would have been very, very cool on there. But they only included 1 extra hand, unfortunately. Let me go ahead and put this back into a full configuration on there, and put this back here. Now, taking a look at the Tygra figure, it's basically a similar mold as the Lion-O figure. There are a few differences, mainly the torso. This figure has a single upper torso, as opposed to Lion-O, which had a torso, 2 pieces to the torso. He had basically an ab crunch, a very limited ab crunch. So, but Tygra here only has 1 piece here on that. And taking a look at the figure here in more detail, you can see Tygra here. It's actually a very nice head sculpt. I really dig this head sculpt. The figure itself is made out of this glossy type of hard plastic, but the head here is almost flat in paint on there, and it's got lots of detail. I'm not sure if the video is picking it up, but you can actually see a lot of sculpting detail in the hair. It's actually very, very cool on there. And of course you got tiger stripes here, orange and black on there. And one minor thing with the head sculpt here is the application of the paint on the eyes. Just a little offset, a little bit, and this one here seems to be higher than where it's supposed to be, based on the sculpt of the eye socket. You could see it a little bit. But it's not that bad. It's actually alright on there, and but just a really nice sculpted head. I really like especially the hair. It's very, very cool. And of course Tygra here is in his classic costume from the original animated series in the 80s. He's basically comprised of 3 colors here, of a dark blue, light blue, and a very light bluish green here. My camera, at least on the screen here, what I'm viewing, it doesn't look like there's 3 colors. This is the light blue here, but this is a very light bluish green on there. So, and of course you got the orange and black of Tygra's skin on there, and then you have the hands here, and of course you got the nice ThunderCats logo on his chest. It's actually kind of cool on there. And you got some sculpted design of the legs here, and his exposed toes. Would have been cool if they painted the toes, but they didn't, so that's something I may end up doing in the future on there. But a very nicely sculpted figure, very basic design, and of course you got this a 1-piece torso, and there's no ab crunch for Tygra here. And when it was in the packaging, it looked not too off. It just looked kind of interesting. When the figure's in the packaging, it looks like a very barrel-chested figure. But once you get the figure out of the package, it's a little bit more slender in appearance. I don't know what it is of the packaging, but it is a lot better out of the packaging. And I don't really miss the 2-piece of the upper and mid torso on there. Going over the articulation of this figure, the head does go all the way around, and I have to mention that the joints on this figure are very, very tight on here. Even for the neck compared to the Lionel version here, it's not loose. I mean, it's about medium in resistance there, but it's not bobbleheadish or loosey-goosey, so which is kind of nice. And the arms do go all the way around, and they do go out and in, and on the left arm here you got this shoulder guard here that prevents the arm from going completely all the way around. You can lift this a little bit, but it's not hinged. It looks like it's tabbed into the shoulder there, so I really don't want to play around with it too much, but you can actually extend the arm out about that far. There is a single joint at the elbow, which provides a nice posability on there. And forgot to mention, that's a really cool elbow guard there. It's very cool. The hands are joined at the forearm with a basically a double swivel hinge joint. It allows the hand to go side to side. If you manipulate the middle wrist joint, you can actually get the hand to go in and out as well. It's actually kind of cool. As I said, no ab articulation, but there is waist articulation. Allows the figure to go all the way around, as well as back and crouching forward. This one doesn't seem to go side to side like the Lionel figure does, unfortunately. The legs are joined at the hip with a hinge swivel joint. Allows the leg to go up, down, very little to the back, but does go out to the side. There is a upper thigh swivel joint that allows the leg to go all the way around. There is a double joints at the knees, which is cool. And there is a swivel joint at the top of the boot, which is also cool. And of course the feet are on a hinge joint that allows the foot to go up and down, and there's also an ankle pivot on here, and this one's nice and tight as well. Overall, it's a cool figure. It's like I said, my favorite of the heroes. It's a really cool figure. It's, maybe it's just my bias, but I do recommend it if you're a ThunderCats fan, especially from the original series. And it's just a really nice figure, very posable and very clean in the sculpt and paint. This is my casual peek into the ThunderCats Classic Tygra action figure set. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.